Mel and Sue Perkins brought their familiar brand of slapstick humor and blush-inducing innuendo to the revamped Generation game, but plenty of BBC viewers didn't see the funny side. The presenting duo, who won legions of fans when they hosted the Great British Bake Off thanks to their double entendres, received criticism from those watching the Easter Sunday show, with some saying it was too rude for family viewing. Comedian Johnny Vegas kicked off the racy tone after he launched a pottery challenge, asking contestants to craft a teapot out of clay in under a minute. A female contestant then tried to replicate it, with Vegas screaming, "Lubricate, lubricate, lubricate," while the lady worked the clay, leaving the audience and guest judges Richard Osman and Lorraine Kelly tittering. On social media, there was an avalanche of reaction to the show, with many people taking to Twitter it was simply too risque for a family audience. One viewer, @JonathanPinney, wrote, "Bruce didn't need to resort to innuendo with sausages. Bit rude for Easter Sunday." Another added, "Can't help thinking the whole Number Generation game revival idea was based on Johnny Vegas doing pottery, and we'll work the rest out later." The show, which first aired in 1971 with the late Sir Bruce Forsyth at the helm, saw the contestants challenged by Judge Johnny to make a teapot in under a minute, a feat the comedian performed on another BBC show, The Great Pottery Throwdown. He explained as he demonstrated how to construct it, "You want to get your finger in there. Finger it in right there. Lubricate, 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 you want to work the clay." As the contestants rubbed their clay spouts and attempted to build the teapot, judges Lorraine Kelly, Richard Osman and Johnny Vegas all watched in hysterics. After it had finished, Quizmaster Richard said, "You have to compliment Lorraine on her spout technique, a lot to enjoy there." And daytime TV host Lorraine added, "I will never look at the handle of a teapot in the same way ever again." Another challenge had the contestants making sausages under the guidance of a butcher using a machine which turned out meat into sausage skin, which they then had to make into sausage links. As meat spilled everywhere and Sue exclaimed there had been a pork explosion, contestant Ruth desperately tried to pump the skin to cover her meat. "Clay looks like KS, sausages look like KS," said another viewer on Twitter. "So many dead jokes on this Generation game on BBC. Jesus Christ," said one. A third unimpressed viewer said, "Mel and Sue on Bake Off, fab.on Generation game, they are forcing it too much and too many innuendos." "Let it rip. Not everyone was upset with the return of the BBC show, as one viewer said, "This is what we came for." "This is what we miss from Bake Off. The innuendo. So many innuendos with the clay teapots, especially on the handles." "Number Generation game, it's hilarious," said one happy fan. The Generation game continues next Sunday on BBC One at 8 p.m.